Tyree Wilson is impressing Maxx Crosby this offseason. And coming up here today on the Raiders Report, I'm going to tell you why he's going to be a star in the NFL. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and today's show is presented by Roan. Get 20% off your order when you go to roan.com/chatsports, and remember to use promo code ChatSports. I don't know about y'all. When I look good, I feel good too. And Roan, they're going to help you get ready for any occasion with the Commuter Collection, which offers the world's most comfortable pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, and polos. You never have to worry about what to wear when you have the Roan Commuter Collection. Looking good is easy. It's time to feel confident with a wrinkle-free shirt without the hassle. With Roan's wrinkle release technology, wrinkles disappear as you stretch and wear the t-shirt. It's that easy. The Commuter Collection can get you through any workday and straight into whatever comes next. Head to roan.com/chatsports and use promo code ChatSports to save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/chatsports and use code ChatSports. It's time to find your corner office of comfort. And I don't know about y'all, when I wear something, I like to be able to wear it to work, to date night with Alex, and when I'm also hanging with my boys. And I bet you one thing, Tyree Wilson, I don't know if they have a shirt long enough for an 86-inch wingspan, but I believe this guy, with how stretchy these shirts are, he could probably fit into one. So again, y'all, coming up here today on the show, if you weren't confident in the Las Vegas Raiders selecting at number 7 overall in the 2023 NFL Draft Tyree Wilson, my job is by the end to make sure when you're putting your head down on your pillow tonight, you are a lot more confident in this pick because he is one hell of a player. In terms of the latest and why some of the fans are a little bit uneasy about this move, it's because of the Liz Frank injury. And anytime I hear Liz Frank foot injury, it makes me nervous. He did not participate in the OTAs or minicamp because of the injury. He underwent foot surgery on November 12th, 2022. The good news is he is expected to be ready by Raiders training camp. The problem is there is a big difference between being in football shape and then just being in good shape. Is Tyree going to be working hard? There's no doubt about it. He's definitely working hard, and that's one of the things that's impressed Maxx Crosby. But there is that difference. And with the Raiders, with the amount of failed picks that they've had, especially in round 1, I want to see him go out on the field right away and be very, very dominant. So even though he hasn't been able to get out there on the actual practice field, Crosby's a player that I try to get in contact with at least once a week, and he's always a very honest person. And despite Tyree Wilson not practicing, Crosby's been impressed by him. I mean, this is what the Condor had to say about the pterodactyl. If you guys don't like the Tyree Dactyl nickname, I don't know, give me a new one. I've seen a bunch of highlights, but just from his physical gifts alone, he could be a great player. You can have tools. You can have every bit of talent. That's the NFL. Everybody's talented. But it's what you do when you get in the building. He's had a great attitude so far. He seems like a great kid. So coming up here today on the Raiders Report presented by Roan, I'm going to tell you why I am so dang confident in Tyree Wilson. He was one of my favorite prospects before the Raiders drafted him. He was a great interview at the NFL Combine, and I promise you're going to feel a lot better about the Raiders going out and getting him. If you're curious of why you should subscribe to the Raiders Report, we're going to be popping out videos every single day and got some big stuff planned for y'all in July. We go live at least twice a week. It's going to be 3 times in July. An interactive YouTube channel. More subs equals more videos. We've been trying to get to 138,000 subs, and it's 100% free. In the month of June, what am I doing? I'm giving shout-outs to all the new subs here. So shout-out to Chris, shout-out to Ed, Ashley, Lil Rug, and Derek. I appreciate you, and if you could really help me out and grow the Raiders Report family, take that link that you see below, youtube.com/Raiders Report, and send it to some Raider fans. So again, we're going to get into all of these reasons here around Tyree Wilson and why he's going to be a good fit. Kind of like, this good fit that I got on. Shout out to Roan. He's a professional freak. What do you mean, Mitch, when you say a professional freak? I'm talking about a player that, as a rookie, stands right now handles himself on and off the field as a professional. I don't know about y'all, covering this Raiders team over the past few seasons. I need somebody that's a professional on and off the field. And then he is a freak athlete. He is 6'5". He is 270 pounds. He's got an 86-inch wingspan. People are not made to move the way Tyree Wilson moves, considering the fact of how big and athletic he is. His last season with the Red Raiders in 2022 in 10 games, 61 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 7 sacks and a forced fumble. I wish he would have been able to finish out the season because I really believe that this hype would have kept on growing. This is what CJ Ayu, who is the Texas Tech outside linebacker coach, had to say about Tyree Wilson. When scouts were coming to talk to us and asking us about him, they'd say, "How would you describe him?" I'd say he's a college pro. He's in college, but he's an NFL player in every aspect of everything he does in his life. There's no doubt he is going to be an all-pro. He is going to be one of the great ones to play the game. And that's just off his mentality and how he goes about his business. He's going to attain all of it. So I don't know about y'all. When I see those quotes like there, it does kind of remind me a little bit of Maxx Crosby, where there's players, and you can have that mindset. Everybody is talented in the NFL. But when you have the mindset that you're going to go into work every day and you're not going to settle for status quo, you're not going to settle for average, that's where players go from being good to great to an all-pro. And I'm hoping that's where Tyree Wilson goes. But let's just talk about his rookie season here, because that's what the Raiders report is all about, interacting with the nation. So I want you to scale it from 1 to 10, your confidence level in Tyree Wilson for this upcoming season. Let's go to the next reason here why I believe in Wilson. Dude loves football. I might be a sucker for this, but I am also a big believer if you do anything in life, like there are people who are good at their job. There are people who are good at sports. That's only going to get you so far. Now you're in the NFL. Everybody's good. When you really get the difference makers is when you have somebody that's dedicated to their craft, that truly loves and is passionate about getting better. And it sounds like that's what Tyree Wilson is all about with football. This is what Texas Tech head coach Joey McGuire had to say about Wilson. They're going to get somebody that loves football. They'll get somebody that's going to be a great teammate. They'll get somebody that plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. I mean, he is a very physical presence. He's one of the biggest human beings you're going to see. He's always going to be smiling, and he's going to love life. He's going to be a great Raider. I don't know about y'all. If I would have said that quote was from Al Davis, I would have believed it. The amount of things in there that put a smile on my face, because I want to see a player who's out there and loving what he does. You know who loves everything when he's out there on the football field? Maxx freaking Crosby. I'll take another one of him. Let's go to the next one here. It's the upside. You can't deny the upside when you watch the tape on Tyree Wilson. There's just no doubt about it. From his ability to get after the quarterback, from his ability to stop the run, and then if you put on a few extra good pounds in a weight room in the NFL and he bulks up even more, good luck. I'll tell you what, I would not want to be facing this guy. I can't wait to see what he looks like actually out on the field. This is what Tim DeRoot, the Texas Tech defensive coordinator, had to say about Wilson. I think he could be an elite player at that level as long as he stays healthy. I still think he has the upside to him. He's extremely strong. I think there's no weaknesses in his game. He can set edges, rush passers, and plays hard. I mean, to me, that's a formula barring an unfortunate injury for playing in the league for a long, long time. Now, not only do we want Tyree to be a successful player his rookie season, but to me, I want more Raiders for life. I'm confident up here in saying that I've talked to Crosby before, and he has said that he wants to be a Raider for life. And he's going to be a very good player in the NFL for a long time. What if Tyree Wilson is also going to be on that level? Can you imagine this defense setting the edge, Tyree next to Maxx? We saw for quite some time, when you have a mentor, it can really help you push along the way. And if Crosby's already impressed, I know the way that Maxx is, he is going to make sure that Tyree helps him achieve the ultimate goal, and that's bringing a Vince Lombardi trophy to Las Vegas. Let's go to the next one here. He's a quick learner, and you can love football. The upside is insane. He's got great work ethic, but can you learn something quickly? The answer to that is yes, and if you have followed Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels, they want people who can learn quickly. Why? Because in their job, if you don't learn quickly, you might be looking for a new one. This is what Ziegler had to say on Tyree Wilson after meeting him at the Senior Bowl this past year. Someone that's a willing learner, someone that's talked about needing to get better, talked about wanting to get better, and showed a passion for football. There were a lot of boxes that he checked, and that we went from there, and it kept getting better. That's from the Raiders general manager on just the first time that he met Tyree Wilson. So there's some hype there, there's no doubt about it. And with Patrick Graham's system, with the way McDaniels coaches, this team needs a quick learner. And then the final reason, he wants to be a Raider. There's not too many people that do truly want to be a Raider right away, and I don't really think that you should take offense to that for the simple fact of this organization has not been a winning franchise, has not been a winning organization in a very, very long time. But when we sent the Chat Sports team to the NFL Scouting Combine, one of the things that Tyree said was that he would love to be a Raider, right? And that he would love to play next to Maxx Crosby, and it's one of those things where, well, no shit. Anybody that's an edge rusher would love to play next to arguably the best defensive end in the National Football League, who also Crosby, Texas guy. Tyree Wilson is a Texas guy. Sounds like they have a lot of connections even from their time before college football happened. But this is what Tyree had to say on playing with the Raiders. It's really just seeing them where they can use me. I'm a versatile player. That's why they brought me in. I'm smart, so I can learn multiple positions. And with two great pass rushers in Maxx and Chandler, I'll be able to refine my technique and my pass rush game and take it to another level. I feel like there's no better room to be in. So at the end of the day, the reason why I am so damn confident in Tyree Wilson and being a good pro, and one of his coaches said, as long as he doesn't get injured, this guy's going to be a dog. And 100% agree with that. You can't predict injuries. And if he does get injured, that does not make him a bust. But if he stays healthy, with the combination of him being a freak athlete, with the combination of excellent work ethic, with him being a quick learner, and with him being in a good spot with mentors like Chandler Jones, like Maxx Crosby, I think sky's the limit for this young man. So that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw on today's Raiders Report presented by Roan, do me a big favor. Let's get it out to the nation. Click that share button underneath that video, select the Facebook icon, and then click post to Facebook. Let's get more Raider Nation sharing this because I think it's a video that's going to educate a lot of fans.